Have you ever heard of a city so rich its streets could be paved with gold? A place so opulent it seems more a dream than reality, a mirage shimmering on the horizon of our collective imagination. This is the tale of El Dorado, a mythical city of gold that has enthralled explorers and dreamers for centuries. Our story begins with the indigenous South Americans, the Muisca people, whose rich culture and traditions have birthed this enduring legend. Among these traditions was a ritual of such grandeur, it captured the imaginations of all who heard of it. A man, cloaked in gold dust, would step onto a raft laden with treasures. As the sun set, he would dive into the sacred lake, Guatavita, disappearing beneath its dark waters. As he emerged, the gold would wash away, a symbolic sacrifice to the gods. But like a game of whispers echoed through the ages, the true meaning of this ritual was lost in translation. When word of the Golden Man reached the Spanish conquistadors, their imaginations ran amok. They envisioned not a man, but an entire city glistening with gold. A city where wealth flowed like rivers and gold was as common as dirt. Their minds, clouded by greed, transformed this ritual into a tantalizing promise of unimaginable wealth. They saw not a man offering tribute to his deities, but a king, a golden monarch of a gleaming metropolis. The ritual was no longer a sacred act, but a map, a guide leading them to the Golden City. In their thirst for power and riches, the conquistadors twisted the narrative, turning a simple yet profound ritual into a fevered hunt for a city that has captivated the world for centuries. And thus, a simple ritual sparked a fevered hunt for a city of unimaginable wealth. And thus, the legend of El Dorado was born. Imagine the allure of a city of gold. Wouldn't you be tempted to seek it out? The promise of unimaginable wealth led to an era of frenzied exploration in the 16th and 17th centuries. Spanish explorers, driven by tales of a golden city, embarked on perilous journeys into the uncharted wilderness of South America. This was the great hunt for El Dorado. Among the many who ventured forth were Francisco Orellana and Gonzalo Pizarro. Orellana, a seasoned soldier and explorer, was known for his tenacity. He embarked on an expedition in 1541, leading a crew of over 200 men through the dense Amazonian forest. Despite facing harsh conditions, hostile tribes and dwindling supplies, Orellana and his crew pressed on. Their determination was fueled by the tantalizing promise of El Dorado. Gonzalo Pizarro, brother of the infamous Francisco Pizarro, who toppled the Incan Empire, also embarked on a quest for the Golden City. He set out in 1542 with an army of over 200 Spaniards and thousands of indigenous slaves. Battling through unforgiving terrains and torrential rains, Pizarro's quest was fraught with peril, yet the glimmer of El Dorado kept them marching forward. These expeditions were marred by hardships. Men perished due to disease, starvation, and skirmishes with native tribes. They trudged through unyielding jungles, crossed treacherous rivers, and scaled towering mountains. Yet the Golden City eluded them. The more they searched, the farther it seemed. Their maps were redrawn, routes recalculated, but to no avail. These explorers staked their lives on a dream spun from whispers and folklore. They sought a city that shimmered with gold, a city that promised to satiate their hunger for wealth and glory. But the harsh reality of their quest was far from this golden dream. In the end, their endeavors bore no fruit. Their dreams turned to dust, their hopes shattered. The city of gold, the El Dorado they sought with such fervor, remained elusive. The elusive city of gold remained a dream, a mirage that tantalized but never materialized. What if I told you that the quest for El Dorado wasn't limited to the Spanish? Indeed, the allure of this mythical city of gold knew no borders. As word of the legend spread across the seas, other European powers, intrigued by tales of unimaginable wealth, couldn't help but join the hunt. The English and the Dutch, drawn by the promise of untold riches, launched their own expeditions, each hoping to be the one to uncover the tantalizing secrets El Dorado had to offer. Among the most famous of these explorers was the Englishman, Sir Walter Raleigh. A man of considerable ambition and daring, Raleigh set sail not once but twice in his relentless pursuit of El Dorado. His first expedition in 1595 was largely fruitless, yielding only tales and tantalizing hints of the city's possible location. Undeterred, he he embarked on a second expedition in 1612, driven by an obsession that had only grown stronger with time. Yet, the elusive city of gold continued to remain just out of reach. Despite his best efforts, Raleigh's second expedition ended much like the first, in disappointment and failure. The city of El Dorado, it seemed, was as elusive as ever. The failure of his expeditions, however, was not the end of Raleigh's story. In a tragic twist of fate, he was executed by his own countrymen in 1618 for failing to find the city. His death served as a stark reminder of the high stakes involved in the quest for El Dorado. It was a testament to the deadly allure of the city, a symbol of the danger that lay in allowing one's obsession to consume them. Yet, even as the list of failures grew, the allure of El Dorado remained as powerful as ever. The promise of untold riches, of a city paved with gold, was too enticing to ignore. And so, the obsession spread, capturing the imaginations and fueling the ambitions of explorers for generations to come. Despite the risks and the mounting list of failures, the allure of El Dorado remained as powerful as ever. All stories have an ending, don't they? But what kind of ending befits a legend? As the sparkle of the golden mirage began to fade, the relentless pursuit for El Dorado gradually declined. The allure of the fabled city of gold had drawn countless explorers into the heart of South America, but the harsh realities of the New World soon began to tarnish their golden dreams. Imagine the bewilderment and disappointment etched on the faces of these explorers as they trudged through treacherous jungles, scaled imposing mountain ranges, and navigated down perilous rivers, only to find no city gleaming with gold. The ruthless terrain and hostile climate, coupled with the growing disillusionment, led many to abandon their quest. The dream of El Dorado was slowly being swallowed by the very wilderness it was believed to be hidden in. Yet, it wasn't all for naught. The El Dorado myth did more than just send explorers on a wild goose chase. It served as a catalyst, pushing the boundaries of the known world and spurring the exploration and colonization of South America. The quest for El Dorado, fueled by insatiable greed and relentless ambition, led to the discovery of new lands, cultures, and peoples. It forced the world to expand its horizons and confront the unknown. The legend of El Dorado also left an indelible mark on the collective consciousness of the world. It became a symbol of unattainable desires and the human penchant for chasing illusions. Even to this day, El Dorado continues to captivate and inspire, serving as a metaphor for the eternal quest for something elusive and unattainable. So, in the grand scheme of things, the end of the El Dorado dream wasn't really an end. It was a transformation, a metamorphosis of a legend. No, the streets of El Dorado might have remained untraveled, but its legend paved the way for the exploration of a new world. The Golden City might have been a mirage, but the dream it inspired was very much real. El Dorado may be a myth, but does that make it any less real? Let's ponder upon this. The allure of El Dorado, the gleaming city of gold, has seeped into the very fabric of our culture. It's a story that has been told and retold, evolving through centuries, yet retaining its core essence, the unquenchable human spirit of adventure and the relentless pursuit of dreams. The legend of El Dorado is more than just a tale of a lost city. It's a symbol that represents the insatiable human desire to explore the unknown, to conquer new frontiers, to push beyond the limits of our understanding. It's a metaphor for that tantalizing glimmer of hope that lies just beyond our reach, always enticing, always elusive. In the annals of popular culture, El Dorado has found its place as a beacon of aspiration and ambition. It has inspired countless works of literature, art, and cinema. From the swashbuckling adventures of Indiana Jones to the magical realism of Gabriel Garcia Marquez's writings, the myth of El Dorado has been a wellspring of creative inspiration. And it's not just in the realm of fiction that El Dorado holds sway. The quest for El Dorado is mirrored in our real-world endeavors too. Think about the scientists pushing the boundaries of knowledge, the explorers venturing into the vast expanse of space, the entrepreneurs dreaming up revolutionary ideas. Each one of them is on their own quest for El Dorado, their own city of gold. In this sense, El Dorado is not just a myth. It's a manifestation of our collective dreams, hopes, and aspirations. It's a testament to our never-ending quest for the extraordinary, the exceptional, the unprecedented. El Dorado may not exist on any map, but it lives on in the heart of every dreamer who dares to seek the impossible. So let's keep seeking. Let's keep dreaming. Let's keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Because as long as we do, the legend of El Dorado will live on.